So my name's Aurora Brown. My life before Christ was like filled with feeling unwanted because I never met my biological father. It just felt like I didn't fit in anywhere, that I was a nuisance or unwanted and just not able to fit in with other people or relate to them. I grew up in a group home for 4 years with Catholic nuns and was around people that served Christ every single day, dedicated their entire lives to him. So I had some very positive influences as far as like what a life and walking with Christ looks like. I had a faith-based church pretty much my entire life. People that held strong faith, like my mother and my grandmother. With my mom, it was like I wanted to give her something that she wasn't able to give from anyone else. I wanted to live up to her expectations and to make her feel like she was like a success. I wanted to be everything to everyone and that my life existed to please other people. I got married when I was 23 and I was extremely immature for my age. Due to past trauma, I would say kind of stuck, and I would just say like a very childlike naivety about marriage and what it meant to go into that. I guess I would say I took it on extremely lightly and got caught up in emotions. When we got married, it was like a 2-week leave, and then him being overseas like while I was pregnant with our son, there was never a time where we were together like really in the same place. I looked to another man because I didn't feel like my husband loved me. I didn't feel like I was a good enough mother in his eyes, and nothing that I could do was ever gonna please him. After I got married, I had a nervous breakdown to my second husband, and I was no longer able to provide for him. So I lost the government assistance that I was getting, Title 20, to pay for his daycare. And so after that happened, I became like no use to my ex-husband. And I had a nervous breakdown because I just wanted to be able to marry my husband, but yet able to provide for my son. And I started having like delusions that I was extremely sick, but I guess it was stress. I went to doctors and they told me that it was stress, and I'm very stubborn and I didn't want to believe them. And so I made the decision and I called my ex-husband to ask him to take care of our son, because I was no longer able to do so because of the intrusive thoughts that I was having that something was wrong with me. When I was reading, I came upon this thing that said that conversion is a process. And that's how my testimony is. It's a conversion process. From the things that I've been through my life, I was finally able to ask God, please help me come to church regularly and be around believers so that I won't feed into my addictions or put myself on the throne that belongs to Christ. I made a New Year's resolution in 2022 to be able to come to church regularly, and God gifted me a person, Jessica Nelson, to come up to me and ask me to be in her community group. And through that, I was able to be around people that were reading the Word, that were caring about other people besides their immediate family or themselves. And I began to look and see what it's like to serve others and love others and to want Christ in my life on a daily basis. Jessica Nelson is a supreme being in my eyes. Like, she just never like counts the cost when it comes to serving people. She doesn't make you feel rushed when you're talking to her. She's selfless as far as, giving moms a chance to talk to other moms and serving the community group in so many ways that I don't have time to just cover it in this video. It's amazing. The difference after trusting Jesus as my Savior looks like hope. Because I lost that, I was struggling, and it's a different page and a different chapter, because he's there. He wrote the book, and he has a plan for my life, and I live that every day. Listening to Chris preach the messages about, what a Christ life looks like, and I prayed for that for myself, and I knew that God is just to give us the desires of our heart when we seek him faithfully. And I see the fruit that he's trying to develop in me, in my life. I believe that Jesus Christ died for my sins, rose from the grave, and today I'm getting baptized.